Okay, so we did a few other things in this original work, and one was to take blogs. Blogs were this, I feel like I need to describe what blogs were. Blogs were once this ascendant thing. And what's his name? Cameron Marlowe, who was one of the first people in charge of the data science team at Facebook. He's no longer there, and I'm not sure why he left. He left years ago now. He used to be at the Media Lab, and I remember going to visit him, or maybe visit us at Columbia years ago. But he might have started blogger.com, I think, or was very involved with it. And back then, it was just this super interesting thing that was explained, because you'd have a blog roll, so you'd list very carefully all of the blogs that you read. I mean, it was still this sort of small community, and it had this really cool distribution, and because they were popular blogs and all those sorts of things. Anyway, the blogs got killed, pretty much. There's some cool blogs around still, but it just lost its steam. Weblog. So this is a special kind of thing, though. This is these are sentences. This is from Jonathan Harris. So these are sentences from blogs that have I feel or I am feeling in the, that's all, right? So there's something. And so they made this site, which I should. Does it still work? It's a good question. Wow. So it's still here. I think it may involve Java. So it may explode. So it won all sorts of awards. Yeah. Used once. It's like get a pair of tongs. Ah, it's all over. Oh, it was a beautiful website. Oh, that's such a shame. Anyway, he lives here on Shelburne Farms now, actually. He's such an interesting guy. But what they did was, if you had I feel sad or I feel goofy or whatever, they would just take the word and then they just collect all those words. And then they had, what's that? What were you going to say?
Like multiple ways to visualize.
Right. So it's, I guess it doesn't, yeah, we can't even get to that. It doesn't list it here. But there were, yeah, so you could filter, you could say, I want blogs by, you could specify gender, the day, the whatever. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And I do have a screenshot from it, which I'll put into the slides, so at least I'll have that. Oh, it's hard to see, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, you should go and look at all of his stuff. So they made a little API, and we got all of these sentences. And so they had this extra data, like you said. They even got the weather associated with that. They had age. Some people put up their age, which is crazy. But, some people would put up that sort of information, and they got that information. So this is a pretty, if you've been to Farm, you'll see there's a much better version of this, but this is a sort of, and with a better lexicon as well. This is sort of this early effort to kind of create some sort of time series for the world. Right? And again, it's from this very specific set of blog posts. It's at a month scale. Right, that's the months there. And these are, so the average is pretty, whatever they are, sort of going up. But these are indicating days that were off the scale, right? So 9/11 or near 9/11 was up and down. This is Valentine's Day, Christmas was talked about. And we'll see this again as we go to other things. That's the US election. Yeah, so that one did really bump. The inauguration, yeah, they really bumped up. We do not have that for, right, we do not have that for Twitter. At Twitter starts here. Is it true?
I think it's September.
This is just, so this is a first effort. I think what I'm trying to show here is like how much data we had. What is it? Data gap there, data gap there. This will get much, much better. And even, when I'm sort of, as we go through this, you'll see there's just so many more things we can improve. But hopefully this will be fun. It's an interesting sort of recapitulation of how
to improve something over time, right? Something that we really did not know would work at all, and opened up all sorts of explorations. All right, very weird thing to look at these very specific things from blogs, because it's sort of capturing like I feel, but it's also what you think as a viewer, right? So it's sort of this machine, this instruments, and I'll call these things lexical instruments. It's designed in a way that it's your sort of some like super reader view of it. But because they were I feel ones, there's a sense of it. They're also, it's about their emotional state as well. Okay, I've used up too much of your life. So you may go and use it elsewhere.